difficult episode to compose my thoughts on, because the first part of it conflicted how I saw a certain character. The second half conflicted how I saw a certain character, in a sense. With the teacher himself, I was kind of sitting there going, look, I hate you because I feel like you're the murderer, because he's painted to be like a really freaking normal character, in a sense. He's really innocent, he's normal, he gives advice to Satoru when he's in the car. He doesn't seem like a bad person. But then when you open up the thing, it's just all the candy in there. It's kind of like, no, just don't, okay? Look, I want to like you, but now I can't. It kind of just makes you realise, do you just lure children in with that? But then I can't just sit here and make drastic statements like that, because then he's even says it. He says it's a substitute for my, like, kind of addiction to cigarettes. I'm kind of like, good excuse, but I still don't trust you, man. I'm kind of sitting there going, look, you might not even be the murderer, but I'm just sitting there going, you've done stuff in the past, you kind of say stuff that makes you kind of sit there and say, no, you might actually be. So I'm sitting there conflicted what I see about him. Do I think he's a murderer? He's the most obvious choice to be the murderer. That's why I'm trying to sit here and say, look, I don't want to say he is, because he is too obvious. But the certain things that he does, and this is a red herring by the actual, like, writers and the director, and this is a good job on them, that he's making us reveal that he, or sympathise with him, saying he might actually be the murderer. But I'm not too sure. I just don't feel like he can really have done this. He just seems too innocent. That's what I'm trying to say. But same thing with Yuki, really. He seems too innocent to actually go and done all this, but there's still, like, kind of cases to say he might have done it as well. So yeah, I can't really say how I feel about those two characters. And the same thing happened with Akemi, in this case Kao's mother, who's revealed that she was actually abused, like, when she was younger, in the sense of the past relationship, she was actually abused. And that's why she kind of abused Kao. She took her frustration out on Kao and was kind of sitting there going, you don't do that. Still, you went through the worst thing a woman can go through in a marriage, but still, literally, you just don't do that. You don't take your abuse out on your own daughter. It's not how you take your frustration out. There's other ways and means to do it. She's your ray of sunlight. You just don't do this kind of thing. She's your flesh and blood. You have to love her. Sachiko, even when she has no husband, she has to raise her child on her own, and she still does it. She's a strong character, but she didn't go through the amount of crap that I would say that Kao's mama went through. But still, it just shows you how much of a massive difference these characters have. Since one is stronger than the other, one goes about stuff differently. One gets past everything she might have gone through, and just lives a normal life and lives a happy life, in the sense you don't see her once sad. You see her always happy. It just kind of makes you sit there and wonder, Sachiko's a good character, she's a good mother, she went through crap, but is she ever sad? No. But it's just Kao's mother went about things a bit too differently, and a bit just not how I'd say this is how you should go about it. That's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't justify what she did, but it just gives humanity to what is a demonized character, and that's what I'm trying to say. You kind of do feel for her character, because it's the worst thing a woman can go through, but the way that she went about it with her own daughter isn't a way to do it. And then you feel the justice that when basically Kao gets taken away, you feel the justice that around that. Still, I don't want to feel for her, but I was, because it's something that no one should go through, but it's just how she went about it isn't what you should do. But yeah, that was basically another part of the episode, which was kind of like, those are the two conflicting opinions I have on the characters, in the sense I don't really know how I feel about any of the characters now. But the only good thing is now Kao's safe. But god damn it. And then Kenya, look, Kenya is a freaking babe. Like, I love his character, in the sense now I'm sort of opening up to his character now, because he's basically saying, I want to help you save Harumi as well, in a sense. I want to become a superhero like you. And it's kind of like, look, he's a good character. And now he's going to try and save Harumi, and also Satoru's going to try and save Aya as well. So we're going to get like a nice happy ending, hopefully, in that sense. So yeah, hopefully this all happens. Hopefully Kao was not murdered, like, on the way to getting saved with her grandmother. So yeah, hopefully that all happens. But basically, yeah, Satoru's saying to Kenya, look, it's going to sound really, really strange, but I'm trying to save Kyle from both a murder and her abuse. And he's all like, I believe you, don't worry. Certain parts of me say this actually might be really impossible to believe, but I believe it. It's kind of like, you sit there and wonder, look, this is a good character. This is someone you should actually strive to be like. He's a great friend. He's someone, even in thick of things, even through the worst of things, even through the most weirdest and outlandish kind of like possibilities, he still believes in him. He doesn't ever once say, no, I can't go through with this. He sticks by him through thick and thin. It shows you how much of a good friend he is. Same thing with Sachiko. It shows you they're two great characters. They're two antitheses from different characters in the anime. It just shows you how much this is what you should be like. This is the character you should be like in this kind of context. And it was just so nice to see his character just say, look, I still believe in you, don't worry. To see Harumi just saying, I want to believe in you as well. It's kind of just saying, look, these are two characters that are great. And now, hopefully, Aya will be saved as well, because this is what the biggest hurdle that Satoru's got to go through now, is save Aya. Because he doesn't really know her, he hasn't talked to her before, so he's got to, like, kind of get to know her and save her, and Yuki's always talking to her as well, so it's kind of like, there's a conflicting thing there as well. But yeah, so, that, and in the last shot, I was kind of like, no! You know, the girl from the past couple episodes who was, like, deemed to be kind of, like, a bit of a, like, not great person. Well, it's kind of revealed that she might not be a great person, since she closes the bit really harshly and just, like, looks and gives a scornful look, in the sense, she's kind of, like, saying, there is more to me than we're actually been led on to believe. It's kind of like, okay, this is actually going to get a bit different. Hopefully not to say that she's actually the murderer, in the sense, hopefully she's not, because that would be really strange. Good twist, I must say, but it might be a red herring, but he kind of writing a director again. Hopefully it might be, because that'd be a great red herring again. It might be someone we've not even known before to be the murderer. But still, these two now it's the teacher and her that I have suspicions about. Like, in a sense, those two characters are the ones I have suspicions about. It's just, Christ. Hopefully it's not her, because it'll be really strange and outlandish. But yeah, you never know. But anyway, what's an open driver? If you don't even like, do leave it out, it's quite a bit. If you leave a sub, do leave a sub, it does something quite a bit. But what's an open driver? And that's it. Bye for now.